Welcome to day 18 of 25 Days of Christmas Horrors. I'm Mike from Real Lounge Entertainment, and I'm thankful that we're almost getting done with this list because if all movies are going to be as bad as the movie we're watching today, then we're in trouble. I, of course, must be talking about the 2005 movie Gingerdead Man. This movie has a runtime of 1 hour and 10 minutes, and it's not rated, probably because no one was willing to watch this POS. And somehow this movie has a 28% on Rotten Tomatoes. I blame you guys. How did this movie get such a high rating? Well, it's time to say spoiler alert, as in all our days are spoiled now. Let's get into Gingerdead Man. So question for this movie is, do you like gingerbread? Let me know down in the comments. I like it a little bit during the season, but that's about it. So this movie starts out of nowhere, basically like in the middle of a scene, and you have Gary Busey in some sort of diner killing everybody. Our main protagonist is Sarah. He kills her dad and her brother in front of her, but only wounds her. This is the only scene that Gary Busey is in. They must have only had one day to shoot with him. Fast forward, and now Sarah is in charge of the family bakery. Gary Busey has been put to death, and a mysterious box of gingerbread mix has appeared at the bakery. And that gingerbread mix? It's Gary Busey's ashes. And when a mysterious box of gingerbread mix appears at your bakery, you use it, right? The character Brick even cuts his finger, and the blood gets in the mix. And they still use it. Ow! My finger is bleeding. Oh well, it'll be fine. And after mixing the gingerbread, Sarah makes one big ass gingerbread man. She puts it in the oven, and of course that's when there's electrical shock, and here we go. Gingerdead Man is alive. So random characters get introduced. Gingerdead Man kills a couple people. Brick eats him and then gets possessed by Gingerdead Man. Gary Busey, that is. And then they kill him by throwing him into the walk-in oven. I didn't know that was a thing, but in this movie, it's clearly a fridge with the pretended to be oven, but who needs a walk-in oven? And then how they celebrate the victory? By having a bake sale outside of the bakery. I'm sorry, but if you work in a bakery, isn't every day a bake sale? So I didn't want to go too deep into this movie because, quite frankly, it doesn't deserve it. It all around is a bad movie. The acting, the script, the Gingerdead Man design is awful. This movie takes place in only one location, which makes sense for low-budget films. But it doesn't make sense for this movie because they can leave at any time. In fact, one character leaves to go out to his car to get a phone to call for help and a gun to protect himself. Just leave the building. There's no reason for you guys to stay. And look how awful Gingerdead Man looks. He needs to look better than this if he's your main villain. I mean, I know it's a low-budget movie, but you had enough money to put Gary Busey in it. You have enough money to make this look better. And speaking of Gary Busey, this man is an Academy Award-nominated actor. He deserves better than this. It's so sad seeing him have to take roles like this after his accident he had. And as for fighting a villain that's made out of gingerbread, only about this big, they've overcomplicated it. If it was me, it would be this simple. See? Movie over. And after doing that, this movie would have actually been shorter than this movie already is. This movie is only an hour and 10 minutes. But 10 minutes of that is credits. This movie is only 1 hour long. Exactly. Why is there so many credits for such a short movie? Oh, maybe because it's the slowest credit crawl I've ever seen in a movie before. I give this movie 0 out of 5 stars. It makes me question everything. I think Elves is a better movie than this, and you all know how much I hated that movie. But somehow, this movie got 2 sequels and a crossover between something called The Evil Bong. What the heck is that? So thank you for watching day 18 of 25 Days of Christmas Horrors. Join us tomorrow when we see what a white Krampus, zombie elves, and a ghost girl that wants to get you pregnant all have in common.